Yes, good evening, good evening. I didn't get a chance to jump on earlier, you know, taking care of business as usual. But here you have it now. I'm live now, 10 p.m. This is the Source Talk, the Source Experience. Um, I just want to share a little bit of Source tonight. A lot went on today. Um, Shout out to all the live streams and the things of that nature that I was tapped into. Like we're not gonna get on here and push um the narratives and things of that nature. It's enough of that going on. But what I am going to push, right? I'm going to keep stepping on certain shit that I see on YouTube. I'm going to keep stepping on certain narratives, right? Now, a popular narrative that I'm starting to see going on now, right? Um, Shout out to all the young bulls, the young hitters that are taking over the game, man. You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you, you got these guys, they're exposed now, right? They are exposed on YouTube, they're exposed in boxing talk, and I'm gonna say why they're exposed. Like today I watched some shit, right? Motherfucker showed that he's a full-time YouTuber. For all the work that he put in YouTube, what work have you really put it in the game, right? And it showed today, like, you take out so much time to put in work into YouTube. What are you putting into the game? You feel me? What are you putting into the game? What are you putting into the game? You put out a quality video. It's obvious you spent hours and hours to put a video together, right? But what do you actually put into the game? And then you have the nerve to hate on me. You have nerve to hate on brothers that's putting in work in the actual game that you claim you love, that you claim you love. Like, see, I have fun with it. When I come on here, I could care less who listens to me, who fucks with me, because I know people fuck with me in real life. If you go on my YouTube, my Instagram page, right? You see me and my man. Shout out to Bozy, man. Bozy Ennis. I did a little comedy video just fucking around where I called Boost Timberland. You know who commented on it and laughed and called me a soldier? Bozy Ennis, man. Bozzy, man, my God. Boots his pops, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. These motherfuckers ain't getting that shit, but they would get mad people, mad so-called. Like I said, I got the average boxer fans are haters and weirdos, bro. And I can't get into that, man. I can't get into that algorithm, but I know the game now. In a second, watch how you see how I really start spicing it up, man. I got over 17,000 followers now on IG, but I'm gonna start spicing it up on the YouTube. I know the game now, man. I wanted to come on a little earlier. Like I said, when you do things in real life, you don't have time to always just jump on YouTube and do videos. But I try to tap into the people that I tap into, and I share my comments. And the major thing that I see topping off today, right, is that the people are in uproar because of Devin Haney's team, his father and other members not being allowed in into Australia. Now I'm gonna say this, man. I reached out to a couple of people. I spoke on it on a couple of chats. Um, Motherfuckers know what they signed up for. And they know what they signed up for, man. And I don't know what type of games and shit motherfuckers are trying to do, whether it's promoting the fight and things of that nature. But um, when you sign a deal to fight and do all this, I'm pretty sure you know what you're signing up for, man. You know, I'm pretty sure, especially when you're not fighting over here, because it's like this is real sauce right here. Like when you fighting, right? Um, you get a term sheet, first a term sheet, but then you sign an actual contract, and you have lawyers and legal teams and all that involved, managers and all that. You know what you signing, man. So, man, but yeah, but peep game though, right? I'm gonna say this, right? Peep game, right? You see what I said? That's why, yo, I knew this was coming, but I just didn't speak on it. Cause like when you in, it's a certain shot. I just didn't speak on it. But that's why I said to the young boy and to his team, I said, yo, we with you. Rewind back to some of my shit. I said he signed the worst deal in boxing before everything hit the fan. Didn't I say that? I said he signed the worst deal in boxing because I knew a lot of this was gonna start surfacing. I said he signed the worst deal in boxing. So now it's no coincidental that half his team, Ben Davison and his father, and all these people that's affiliated with him, they can't get into the country. They can't get into the country. But you're gonna get all the narrative pushes, the race pushes to try to spin the narrative. Hopefully that gets billing. We have to wait to see how it plays out. But when you sign certain deals and contracts, you know what you're signing up for. You know what you're signing up for, man. It's written in stone. It's written in stone, man. And like I wanted to jump on earlier, but I had so much going on. I had so much going on, man. But tomorrow, listen, tomorrow, trust and believe. I'm gonna free out some time. I'm gonna do a real in depth one on this. I'm gonna go in depth because like and I'm gonna wait till tomorrow too because I'm gonna wait for a lot of these channels that push narratives and I'm gonna expose a lot of shit in the game. I'm gonna expose a lot of shit in the game because see this cause you think a channel they do views and people check them out. That doesn't mean they the goods. That just means they got a herd of sheep, a community of sheep. You feel me? But watch tomorrow. I'm gonna really break down some shit for y'all, man. For those that are awoken. But it's just unfortunate what's going on. But back to what I was saying, right? Get back to this whole YouTube algorithm thing, and how dudes are like one way and they're not, and this, that, and the third, right? Um, I feel like this when it comes to YouTube boxing and YouTube boxing community. The average YouTuber and dudes that sit on YouTube and talk boxing all day, like I said, they're haters. So haters flock together. It's dark side. It's like Return of the Jedi type shit, right? If you're not a hater, right, and you're not somebody that, like I said, you're not doing nothing, you know, you're gonna cling to that. But when you are actually building, like today, right? Um, that's why I said I didn't get on so late because I was brokering deals. I was doing a whole bunch of other shit today, man. I was doing a whole bunch of other shit. Like my people's is coming into town for different fights, so I have to hit up people. I was going back and forth with that. Um, I was trying to support and follow certain people that I fuck with on the YTC. I was trying to put my own shit together today on the YTC, and that's why I didn't get on at 8 o'clock because I still had other shit going on. But I wanted to address this, man. I wanted to address this because, like I said, you guys are about to be bamboozled, hoodwinked, and fooled once again. But like I said, when a deal is brought to the table, you know the score. You know the score, man. You know the score, man. Now I see. I see certain channels, the Michael Benson dude and other channels, they, like, nah, you can't, like I said, man, you can't flip this script right here, man. Like, and I was kicking it with one of my big homies, like a dude I fuck with hard body, and I told him this, man, off the record, and I'm gonna speak on my channel. I was like, yo, it was fishy business from the jump when old boys peoples was on this shit like, yo, they gonna get vaccinated, do all this shit. I'm like, yeah, they was trying to let you know that they might not really be in the loop to be over there. I picked up on that then. But like I said, man, and hopefully shit gets worked out. But if it don't, like I said to everybody I talked to today, at the end of the day, man, like your team is your team. And this is for every fighter that's on here that's gonna play this back, that's gonna share this, that's gonna like this. When you get in that square circle, you fighting by yourself. As a team member of different teams and fucking with different fighters, like yeah, I can tell you this, I can tell you that, but when you are in that ring, it's you. So regardless if I'm at the fight or not, you are in the fight. So when it comes to Devin Haney, he'll be all right, man. Just hold on to that, man. And I said that in many different panels today, and many different chats. I say, yo, man, just hold on to that, brother. You know, you gotta fight the fight. Your father doesn't fight the fight. Ben Davison doesn't fight the fight. You gotta fight the fight, man. Don't get caught up with all this other shit that's going on. When it's all said and done, it's you and Gambosa in that ring, and you got a solid dude over there with you. Shout out to Joel Judah, Super Judah, Judah family. His son was a former undisputed. He was the three belt era champion of the welterweight division. So you got somebody over there with you. Lord of the Rings will say, get it done, and that's all you got to do. You just got to get it done. My young brother, man. But shout out to the whole YTC. I'm gonna keep shaking it up, man. Man, yeah, a lot of dudes is like switch siders, man. I seen the switch sider videos today, man. You know, I think that's why they're mad at Bud, man, because they mad because Bud is moving how he's moving, man. Bud is exposing the game of boxing. Bud knows his value and his worth, and the game of boxing is upset about that. And I'm upset with Steven Espinoza. I'm upset with Showtime. I'm upset with the PBC, Tom Brown, and all these guys. But I've been told y'all that for many, many years. But now I need the fans to be upset with them because how do you have the quote unquote the biggest fight, build it up, right? The biggest fight, build it up, right? Shout out to World Combat Sports Andrew Charles. I'm gonna get to your chats in a second. Um, how do you have the biggest fight in boxing, build it up for how many years? 5 years, but yet now they got to take a pay cut. They got to be reasonable. Got to be this, that, and the third, right? Why do they have to be reasonable? But you see what I said, man. Watch my earlier video. It's time for the so-called real black entertainers, the real black celebrities with money, the Magic Johnsons, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, all these real hitters. Y'all put the money up for the fight, man. It's time for us to do for us. Like I seen my guy, the delusional guy. That's what I call him now, the delusional guy. He always speaks on certain shit. I wish he would have became a boxing manager. He always talks about all the shit that he does and this, that, and the third. He should have became a boxing manager. Become a boxing manager. Change the game, bro. Change it. Get people situated. That's part of the change the system. This don't come on YouTube and spew venom and hatred. Cause like I said, I know you're one of my biggest haters too. Cause from when I first started out, you used to steal a lot of my shit, and now you just all the way delusional. You like, and shout out to my man. You know, I'm not gonna say his name, but he be exposing you hard. He does so many videos on your helmet. He's on your helmet, you know. But like I said, if you're this big time millionaire and mogul and all that, become a manager. World Combat said a manager isn't a position for everyone. Facts of life, it requires work. But yo, you know who I'm talking about, World Combat. I'm not gonna say his name, but when you come on and you specify you giving out so much game and you know fighters need to listen to you or holler at you, call you, become a manager. Become a manager and really, do what you need to do. And I'm only learning that from my uncle. Like, shout out to my uncle, man. My uncle planted that seed in me, and I see how he moves and the shit that he does. So I'm like, man, he's making a real dent in the game. Hopefully, y'all are catching the sauce tonight. Um, yeah, man, it's hump day, man. I wasn't even gonna come on. It's 10:20, man. I was supposed to jump on at 8:10. Look, I'm 2 hours behind, man. That's how much shit I had going on, man. That's how much shit I had going on, man. Like I had a long, long work day, you know, but I still supported and tapped in with my peoples, man. You know, I still I didn't even get to check out some of the other YouTube shit that I like to watch. Like I said, I watch everybody. I'll get into that shit probably 2, 3 in the morning. I'll catch up with a lot of shit. But it's like I want y'all to pay attention to this too, right? And this is a shot at them. This is a shot at the game. Like certain motherfuckers is just, you know what they are. They are what I like to call clubhouse. They are clubhouse. They are infiltrators, right? Um, like if you have access to certain people and you gotta ask the real. Don't like throw wood on the fire. Ask the real questions. Like today, man. Like that's the that would have been the number one question that I would have put out there. Like, yo, was that in the paperwork, my guy? Was that in the paperwork? Don't get 3 weeks, 4 weeks before the fight and act like this is some new shit. Was that in the paperwork? Did you know what you were signing up for? Like, did you know what you were signing up for? Because like a lot of times, right? The powers that be. That's why when it comes to certain shit, I pay attention. Like they act like they don't fuck with you or listen to you. They listen to everything. When you was going on different panels in the boxing voice, and you said, "Yo, I'll pay for the fight. I'll do this. I'll do that." They heard all of that. They listened to all that. So was that in the paperwork? Like, okay, we give you the fight, but you can't come. You can't come. You not working the corner. That's how you're gonna pay. Since you want to jump on this platform and you want to jump on that platform and advocate that you're paid for the fight, you pay this, you pay that. That's how you're gonna pay. This is the source experience. Hopefully, y'all are catching the source tonight. You know, is that what they told him? And now they trying to put the spin out. So y'all forget all that, man. Y'all forget all that, but they don't forget that. They don't forget that. Like I said, they listen and hear everything. It's like they listening and hearing this. Like my actual algorithm might not reflect that, but trust and believe the game is going to reflect that. Like when I shut this live stream down, I'm going to get calls. Like, yo, why did you talk about that? Why did you say that? Because I wanted to. This is my creative content flow. I wanted to. Just like the other people can say what they want to say and push the narratives that they want to push. This is the source experience, man. And this is what I want to do now. This is what I want to do. So yeah, when I seen that, I'm like, man, I immediately hit up my peoples. I'm like, yo, man, I'm not buying that shit, man. I know the game, man. I'm like, yo, that was part of the deal. A lot of people didn't want to hear that, man. They did not want to hear that, man. But yo, man, I gotta stand on that, man. I mean, this as like somebody that like I said, man, I'm involved, you know. So it's like I gotta stand on that. I think that was the score, bro. That was the score. Now I think it's coming out now because, like I said, it's helping to promote the fight. But I think that was part of the deal, bro. Like I said, this is just a source experience opinion, you know. 'Cause like Ben Davison, this one, they all being denied access. Why? Why? You know what you're signing up for. You know what you're signing up for, man. You know what you're signing up for. But if you peep the source's energy, right? And like I said, I'm not like certain fighters I support from afar. Because it's enough of the what I like to call the groupies, the fanboys, the agents, the clubhouse type niggas in the game that push narratives for fighters. So me, I support from afar. Or I just don't even like. Sometimes I get on here and I start shaking shit up. I set trip and I front on niggas and shit like that. But when this shit got done, and you see how I was like, you could check like a couple of my last streams over the last couple of weeks. I kept saying, "Yo, we riding with you hard," because I knew what he's up against. I was like, "Yo, we with you." You know, bring it home, man. And when the deal was done, I did a stream and I said, "Yo, he signed the worst deal," but I didn't speak on it no more. Yo, peep my flow, man. For those that fuck with me, when the deal was done, I said, "Damn, he signed the worst deal," and I left it alone. I left it alone. I could have did like I could have been like the rest of these dudes and kept doing videos on that if I'm looking for clout. Is that what they call it? Clout and all that shit. If I'm trying to clout chase, I could have kept doing videos on it and kept speaking on like, yo, he signed the worst deal. But I did the one shit I say he signed the worst deal. And then I stood with him like, yo, bring it home. Bring it home, man. We riding with you. But I said he signed the worst deal. And that's why. Look what's going on right now. That's why I spoke on that. He signed the worst deal, you know. But like when you are chasing greatness, because that's what he's chasing, greatness. Because if he wins at 23 years old, right? If he wins at 23 years old, I'm gonna tell you, man. And I'm gonna put this out there, right? If you win this first fight and you become undisputed, I know whatever you signed up for, drop the belts, my guy. You did it already. Don't fuck a rematch back over there. Drop the belts and go up to 140. Why do you gotta keep going to through hell? Why do you want to keep going through hell? You feel me? Why do you want to keep walking through fire? If you win June 4th, June 5th, become undisputed, they can never erase that. Drop the belts, go up to 140. I believe a belt is vacated at WBA, from what I'm hearing. Try to fight for that belt. You know, you accomplish what you set out to accomplish, becoming undisputed at 135. This is the Source Experience. Hopefully, y'all are catching my sauce tonight. This is late for me, man. 10:30. This is like my unwinding time where I'm catching up on a lot that's going on. I'm talking with people off the scene, off the record, if that's what y'all call it. Well, now I see I had to get on and create some content. Because this is just creative content, man. By the way, I want to say that, you know. Let's find a way to spice it up. Shout out to Andrew Charles. Let me get to some of my comments. He said, Hank about to accomplish some epic shit. Facts. I believe so too. Man, if you ain't lying, it was real greasy. Real greasy, man. Shout out to World Combat Sports. Always supporting, man. He said, keep shaking it up. Managers is in a position for everybody. Not, it's not. It's not. But it's a position. Like I see a lot of guys, right? That always they're on YouTube. They're talking, right? They're always talking. Oh, holla at me, telling this fighter to holla at me, and this, that, and third. When you're talking like that, yeah, that's manager talk. That's advisory talk. Get in the game, bro. Especially for these dudes that be claiming they got big money. Like I'm gonna tell you something. With me, right? Um, I didn't have big money, but I know I had big influence. I didn't have big money, but I knew I could contact certain people, and I could be like, yo, yada yada yada. Sometimes that's all it takes. See, like World Combat said, it requires work. That's work. Behind the scenes type shit. See, YouTube shit is not no work, man. I'm just telling you, I'm just keeping the buck with you, man. That's how, yo, I'm telling you, a lot of these dudes that you look up to that do major views and all that shit, they're powerless, bro. They powerless. They live in the matrix. That's why I always been calling the YouTube the matrix. For all the views and shit that they do, like they can't push a button, man. They can't push a button, bro. Like, I'm gonna use this for example. What's going on right now? If all these so-called big time channels came together, right? They'll do the views, they get the super chat bread and all that. Good, get Bill Haney put in that country. Make some phone calls, man. Shake the game up. Don't fuck making 100 videos saying that is racism and this, that, and the third. Make a phone call to a chancellor, to a parliament member, to an international player in the game, and say, yo, this is a travesty. That man should be awarded a work visa to be allowed to work the corner. That's what you need to do. I don't give a fuck about no videos. Call somebody. Shoot somebody an email. Shake the game up for real. Like fuck making these videos and getting all your minions and everybody to make videos on that shit. No. Really change the game. Hopefully y'all are catching the sauce, man. You know? Hopefully y'all are catching the sauce, man. Cause all the videos is gonna come. Yo, this is racism. Life is racism. It's been that way, man. But are you powerful enough, strong enough to change it? You know? Devin Haney, you still have the ability to change it, my brother. 'Cause like I said, at the end of the day, it's you and George Gambosa getting in that ring, man. He has to fight you. He has to fight you. Granted, if they don't allow your father and Ben Davis and your team in there, do not get caught up with the narratives, man. Y'all still got to fight. You still can throw your right. You still can throw your left. You still control your own destiny. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce. I'm going to close on that. Like at the end of the day, the good thing about boxing and fighting, it's not basketball, it's not hockey, it's not baseball. If the center fielder gets hurt, they throw another center fielder in there. If the point guard gets hurt, they throw another point guard in there. If the center gets hurt, they throw another center in there. With boxing, if the coach can't coach, they're not throwing another fighter in there. The fighter has to fight his own fight. Hopefully, y'all caught that sauce and y'all enjoyed that sauce. Salute to Andrew Charles. Salute to World Combat Sports. You know the vibe tomorrow morning. Tap in with me. You know how I do. I give you that morning sauce. It's up, baby. This is the sauce experience where we give you that real, epic, raw talk. Later for the narratives, we giving you that raw. This is the Sauce Talk podcast. Like I said, salute to my guy Bozy Ennis. Salute to everybody that enjoyed my IG post where I was having a little fun.
Hey you, I'm Champ 5, and shout out to the Source Talk podcast. You already know what it is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the Source Talk podcast. You already know the vibes. Jack and Fitness. This is Andrew from the Stewart Hotel Boxing Life. Let's go.
Woo.
Yo, man, it's your Hot Tucker, man. The real GOAT, LeBron Donner of the game, man. Shout out to the Source Talk podcast. Shout out my man Showtime Shop. If you ain't know, now you know. Hear about it.
Screw you. That's right.
This is your boy Jamel Simplified Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Sauce Talk podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Simplified, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
The World Combat Sports with the one and only Sauce Talk podcast in the house.
That's right, you know the vibes.
Yes, sir.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimu-Helora. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout-out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you, you know the vibes.
Like, let me tell you the perspective of someone that's independent. If there's like a wild dog and he has to literally eat the food he kills, he cannot eat unless he kills something that day. And then there's a dog that's tamed. He lives in a house, but he has 3 square meals a day. He got to do tricks. He gets petted. He gets kicked out. He gets beat. He got to get walked. He walks on a leash. When that dog comes in the room with the wild dog is laughing. He doesn't care that you're in a mansion. He doesn't care that you eat steak every day. He still thinks you're a herb. He knows he can take from you because he knows he has to kill every day to eat. You know what I mean? And that's a confidence. That's a rock star. And that's the one thing that I know I will never give up. You know, the ability to be that. Like, I laugh at anyone that's a caged dog. You know, walked on a leash, told when to eat, and does tricks and rolls over for a check.
Yes, don't be that caged dog. Hopefully you caught that sauce.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.